Tonight, some people are questioning legislation that is supposed to protect domestic violence victims.
They're saying the almost 20-year-old Violence Against Women Act is not working. The program is designed to provide federal money to develop programs to help victims and treat offenders. The Senate passed a renewed version of the bill last week, but is it working? Fox 11's Chad Doran has both sides.
At the Christine Ann Domestic Abuse Services Center in Oshkosh, a steady flow of clients is a reminder of a constant problem.
Domestic violence and what an epidemic it is.
A problem many hoped the Violence Against Women Act would address when first passed in 1995.
We have a serious problem that we need to solve.
Winnebago County District Attorney Christian Gossett says public opinion of domestic violence is part of the reason the problem is not getting any better and why funding through VAWA isn't necessarily reaching the core of the problem.
There's a ton of research out there regarding domestic violence that is ignored because of political rhetoric.
Gossett cites a 2007 study by the Centers for Disease Control. The report shows men use physical violence about 15% of the time in a domestic incident. Women resort to violence 35% of the time. Christine Ann Executive Director Julie Favola says a 2011 Wisconsin Department of Justice report shows in 75% of domestic violence incidents, women are the victims. No one will argue domestic violence isn't a complex issue that will take cooperation on many levels to address.
If we continue as we're going, the problem will be exactly the same 30 years from now. Okay. We'll be out several $billion, but we'll have the same problem.
You know, I would love to see more prevention efforts always. You know, I think that is always very important.
And while there may be differing views on how VAWA funding should be spent, all parties are trying to address the same goal.
If we could better protect women, children, men, families, who would be opposed to that?
In Oshkosh, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
In last week's Senate vote, Republican Ron Johnson opposed the renewal, while Democrat Tammy Baldwin supported it. The bill is now being considered by the House of Representatives.